Back with another video. Bad News Brown. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Shit. Canada chose otherwise. So those that don't know, it appears Rick Ross and his entourage was basically rushed by a lot of Drake fans in Canada after Rick Ross was playing the Kendrick Lamar hit They Not Like Us. And them Canada fans was feeling some type of way. So I want to speak a little bit about that. Now, as I was just mentioning, Rick Ross got jumped. Now, for what I was able to gather, Rick Ross did get hit in the face. If that was pretty much it, his bodyguard, security, entourage kind of stepped in and they pretty much took the beating for him, which would be their job. And that just goes to show, it just made me, that's disrespecting the game. It ain't even about Canada or the people in Canada. You go anywhere where the ops, if you playing the ops music or representing anything the ops, people gonna feel some type of way. Just like years ago, this was years ago, when Biggie and Tupac, and I even think even before Pac and Biggie were murdered, but this was during when the rivalry was going on. Lil' Kim was actually out here in the town over there by, what was that, Fruitvale and Mac. And we got there kind of like at the end, but we can hear people like, fuck Biggie, fuck Boom, and Kim, nigga, security or whatnot, they got her up out of there. It wasn't no scuffles, no melee. So it's basically, y'all, you got to know when to hold them, when to fold them. It looked like y'all was severely outnumbered anyway. And don't get me wrong, that don't necessarily, I done been in situations where it done been me. And I done ran up on 50 of them. Yeah. And got a nice packing, and I don't give a damn, man. But anyway, y'all get the point. So, I understand about I don't give a damn how many of y'all it is. On a few occasions, I done did that personally. But at the same time, you gotta know, man, nah, not right now. So, Rick Ross, I mean, you was disrespecting the game. That's how I look at it. It ain't even really not got nothing to do with where you was at. It could have been anywhere, and that probably was gonna happen when you playing the ops, so to speak, music there. And you got this happened from what I'm hearing in Vancouver, but it's still Canada. Now, for those that don't know, Vancouver would be like on the west coast of Canada, and Toronto is like on the east coast. So you can, Vancouver is like close to Seattle, Toronto close to New York, Buffalo, that way. So, but it don't matter. It's still Canada. So, and of course, Drake is they top Canadian artist, and they naturally gonna feel some type of way. Y'all got us fucked up. Y'all already calling us soft compared to the U.S. because the U.S. is, we really with the business, but at the same time, man, you got solid people everywhere, or even if the people ain't necessarily solid, man, they got the numbers on the side. And like, from what I was able to gather, somebody was saying, man, this is our city. You in our city. So show some respect. So I take it as that, Rick Ross, you disrespected the game, man, and you got to be reminded. You can't disrespect the game. It's going to blow up in your face. I don't care who you is. That applies to a lot of that drill talk, how them youngsters be doing, disrespecting the dead certain way. You ain't even battling against the person who's slain. Now you battling against the natural way of things, the elements. You going against nature, so to speak. And that's what disrespecting the game is. So the game, you just don't do that. That's just like you in somebody's hood, or Crip blood or whatever, and you just standing out there with you disrespecting the game. Even though you saying F them fools and I'm out here, whatever, but you know it's definitely about to be some fallback coming your way. That's just how the game go. So, for Rick Ross, anybody out there, and you feeling like going to the ops hood or going to somebody graveside or anything of that sort and doing some stuff, best believe it's gonna get back at you, right? And it's probably gonna be twice fold. Now, in Rick Ross' case, he wasn't doing nothing overly disrespectful, but yet it was disrespectful. So if you from Canada, you gonna feel some type of way. It's no different if Ross came to my city playing, I don't know, because the town ain't necessarily really funkin' with no artists, and I ain't even gonna say funkin', but just on some hip hop back and forth. Ain't really none of that, but just still, if you playing something we don't like, trust me, we gonna get at you. And to be honest, Rick Ross, you kind of got, I ain't gonna say you got a pass, but you know, security did their job. They got you up out of there finally, but it could have been worse, bro. Y'all could have really been rushed, like your whole entourage, because from the looks from the footage, I don't know where y'all was at out there, but it was a whole lot of them and very few of y'all. So even if it was 20 of y'all, it was at least 200-300 of them. So all it just take is just one lit fuse to just bum rush y'all, and it would have been a for real packing, you know, Ross. So take heed to all those out there, man. Don't disrespect the game, okay? You gonna lose every time. I can guarantee you that. It's just certain things you don't do. You know, it ain't what you do, it's how you do it, yeah, but it's certain things you don't do at all. And it's that simple. And that's what I take from the whole Rick Ross situation, bro. You know, you thought they was some suckers out there. And, you know, you got suckers and real ones everywhere. Even in your city, wherever you from, whoever watching this. So, you got to look at it like that, man. You can't do that. And that's what happens when you do that. And again, disrespecting the game. That's what I take from that. Rick Ross was disrespecting the game. You went out there playing that. You didn't think they would feel some type of way. Maybe you thought, oh, okay, it's in Vancouver, so this ain't Toronto, so we'll just get away with it, let it slide. Now, any other artists that go up to Canada that way, I bet they gonna come a little bit more correct, as if they was in any other city out here, L.A., Chicago, New York, one of them cities. People come correct, they be prepared, because anything may go down. So you may gotta feel the same way in Canada too, especially when you playing. You gotta know that, Rick. So again, man, they like, man, we ain't no suckers out here like that. So hey, it is what it is, man. They did what they was gonna do with any other crowd, with any other city. Probably would have done when you coming out there playing the ops music, basically, and think somebody ain't gonna feel some type of way. And they did more than feel some type of way. They acted on it. And it was a few of them. And I didn't even really get to watch the whole thing, little clips. But again, like I said, Rick Ross did get clipped. Somebody hit him. Then his security jumped in or whatever. And that's what your bodyguards is there to do. That's what they paid to do. So they get paid good money to take that ass whooping for him. And they did their job. But Rick Ross, you gotta know. Well, you know now. I'm sure you know now. And I don't know if he made a statement afterwards. And he probably is. One of them, it's all good. We good. My peoples is good. And this and that. And I'm the boss. And fuck a hater and woo. But they made their point. Don't come out here, there, or anywhere for that matter with that bull try disrespected thinking we candy like that. Bad News Brown breaking this shit down, man. I just had to get this out here. You know, obviously, breaking news. I ain't gonna say breaking because this happened probably last night over the weekend. But that does, hey, they give people something to think about, man. I don't care who you is. Maybe Rick Ross thought his celebrity would blanket him to an extent. Being, you know, I'm in Canada, this cool, I can do that. Nah, man. You got guys everywhere, man. You know, you got marks and you got real ones everywhere, man. So wherever you at, don't disrespect the game, man. Take heed, man, and think before you do certain stuff. Every action calls a reaction. Again, man. Hey, they like we ain't no punks. Y'all said we not like y'all. Hey, they chose otherwise. So you know, I ain't gonna say they like us, but regardless, like I said, bro, you got real ones everywhere, fake ones everywhere, and that's the moral of the story. Don't disrespect the game. Peace.